So before I start this video, you may notice that, I've got a Tome of Undying in my hand. And this is because, off camera, I did a raid. Now, the reason I didn't want to do it, on camera, is just because, one thing I wanted was, a lot of emeralds or just blocks and minerals in general, just for a beacon which I can borrow for this next project. Sadly though, when doing this raid, one of our villagers died, the Unbreaking villager. I may get another one again, I may not, but sadly he died. Yeah. There are also a few other things which I did, I made some slight improvements to the Warden head statue, where there's like stairs up there as well as underneath there, so it's kind of smoother there. And I believe there's another thing over here as well with a fossil. It wasn't really with the fossil itself, it was more the pathway. Just add these two blocks here. This used to be grass. I don't know why it was grass, but yeah, now it actually feels nicer. So yeah, it's just them minor improvements. But today, we're going to do a project, and it's going to be right at the centre of the world. I say the centre of the world, it's going to be right over there. I believe that's where 00 is. So yeah, let's get right to it. So as you can see here, I flew down, to around 00, basically trying to find the centre of the world, which is 00 as always. And yeah, you'll soon see what I'm about to do. Just need to find it at first, as you can see, found it. Now all the materials to start the project are actually in the green shulker box, which have in my inventory right here, And yeah, apparently I very slowly swim across, but yeah, as you can see, got a bunch of gravel and I got a bunch of sponges. Now, the main thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drain, a circular thing, around 00. 00 is going to be the centre of it. And yeah, it should all look good. Now, as you can see, I had to try and find 00 again to build up for gravel and, sort of do that kind of shite. Where I basically create a circular thing, to like be the outline of a circular hole of where I'm going to drain a bunch of water and then start digging. Which I think is nice, which I think is alright, yeah. As you can see, I just keep placing, And yeah, at some point, I'll be able to, drain out all of it. Now as you can see here, after branching in like, one or two other different directions, I decided to build out to the side here. Now this is where, I'm gonna basically do the design type of the circle. And because, sponges don't drain that large of an area, what I have to do is cut up the whole thing into like 4 corners so that, I'll be able to do one at a time. And also, since I don't have that much gravel or sand, basically, I just have to like, basically, drain one part and, drain another part and then get rid of the wall of gravel between, so I get that gravel back and I use that to drain another part, and yeah, basically kind of do that. That's what I kind of do here, but yeah, as you can see, it's basically the same shit of placing gravel, I'm pretty sure you could use any block at this point. You just have to swim down and build up it if it's not a block affected by gravity, But yeah, I just decided to use gravel since it was a block affected by gravity and already had a lot of that. I already was digging up a lot of sand, for like trading with villagers for, something, which is going to be for the beacon, that's why, and that's going to be used to dig. But yes, so that's why I decided, fuck it, I'ma just collect all this gravel, which I have anyways, because I can't be asked to dig up any more sand, at least for now, because, yeah. But yeah, as you can see here, I managed to create, a corner here, and yeah. I also decided to do the other side, yeah. So I wanted to do these first 2 corners and then, drain them out, and that wall between them both I decided to get rid of because they'd both be drained out by that point, and yeah. Then I'll get, that gravel back and I'll be able to use it to drain out the rest, It should all work out. So as you can see here, right after I got the 2 corners done, I decided to go in there, just swim in there, and basically use the sponges to absorb all the water. And that actually was quicker than I thought it would. As you can see, there's one last bit here. I'm not going to use a sponge on that, just collect it,
And yeah, this might be a bit hard collecting all sponges back because, as you can see, they're very far up there. Now, luckily I have an elytra, and I thought, brilliant idea to, dig a bit of the gravel there just so it creates a little bit of a water stream to climb back up. And yeah, you know, basically just collecting the spare sponges, which is a pain in the ass, but still worth it. Still need them sponges to actually drain the rest of the hole. Yeah, some people drain a monument. I don't particularly want to drain a monument, just because it's too big, but I wanted to, do this, which I've done before in a previous season. I think actually season 1 I actually did this, where I drained a hole at the centre of the world. It was actually bigger than this one, and it was actually square, so I actually wanted to do something smaller and more circular-like, also because this is in a river and not the ocean like the last one. Yeah, that's why I did it smaller. So yeah, I thought this is alright, and instead of digging up, because there's no like water barrier this time, just decided to use the water bucket I already had. I could use the elytra, but yeah, just I needed to get the sponges back. So yeah, alright, as you can see here, just decide to keep on going up and destroy the rest of the sponges. It's actually not that many. I brought like 55 sponges, which I got from the ocean monument, from last episode, and like I only needed what, like 10 to 20. But yeah, still, I always like to bring some spare sponges just in case something fucks up, because usually I do fuck shit up. So yeah, just decided to put the spare sponge in there. And because I need more gravel, I just decided to dig the rest of the gravel here, so that I have enough gravel to like do the other two corners, and then once it's all drained out I can actually start digging. But yeah, as you can see here, just very slowly dig down. Could have used torches, but it was like can't be asked to go back and get them. I don't have any torches on me either, so yeah, guess it's just the best. And since I have a fast shovel anyways, it don't really matter. Even if some of the gravel I get back as flint, it's probably like 1 or 2% of the gravel. So yeah, and as you can see here, I'm also digging out the gravel which was at the bottom of the river, just to get some extra gravel, because I'll be digging down here anyways. It doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, just decided to dig all that, and yeah, now I think it's time to start working on the other corners. As you can see, just sorting out inventory here. But yeah, it's time to fly back up and start working on the other corners. If it actually work, that is. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, as you can see here, starting to work on the third corner of this, and as you can see, I'm also going to plan to do it in a circular way. Well, you can't really see that. This could easily be, one part circular, the other part of it is square. I don't know who would want to do that, but yeah, as you can see, just decide to place the gravel here, and instead of like placing it, I actually have to go back down there because it's kind of like a corner. It's kind of weird like that, but yeah. And also, as you can see, there's a drowned with a trident, not a trident with a drowned. But yeah, just had to take care of him. Don't want the rotten flesh in my inventory. Don't want many things in my inventory right now, because a lot of things are going to be in my inventory at some point. Because I'm going to be like digging down and going to get like a lot of stone and a lot of other shite. So yeah, alright. Yeah, as you can see here, I actually decided to do this 5 long wall all in one, because it's just saves me time. Yeah, alright, as you can see here, building. Yeah, I'm also drowning right now, but I was like, oh, just gotta finish this. Even if you're drowning, you got full armor, Josh, you'll be fine. Full netherite protection 4 armor, which is absolutely pointless against the warden because it can still kill you in like 2 or 3 hits. But yeah, just decide to keep on building up here. And yeah, I think this is at the point where I soon realise that I'm about to run out of gravel. Yeah, I just decided to place the rest of it here, just to start the walling off between the third and the fourth corner. But yeah, as you can see, I soon ran out of gravel. Luckily though, I had some spare at the storage back at my base, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'ma just use that. Hopefully this should be enough if I manage to basically destroy the wall, afterwards, and manage to drain both the corners and then destroy the wall afterwards. Though, if I've already drained them by that point, I don't think I'd need any more gravel, but yeah, we just decide, fuck it, let's just place the gravel here. And I just realised between the first or the second corner and the third corner, I can actually destroy that wall, and that should get me up to the point of enough gravel, because I'm down to 13 right now. Won't really be enough to drain the fourth corner, but should be enough if I destroy the wall to my right, as you can see right now, to get enough gravel to, basically do the fourth corner. Which should be very nice, Alright, as you can see here, it's the same shit of collecting the sponges again, which is probably the part which I like, the least, about this. Yeah, alright. As you can see here, do that, destroy the sponges. And yeah, I'll get that final sponge, just time to start, destroying this, yeah. So yeah, it's just some basic shit here, where I'm just, digging the wall, as I usually do. And I also, at one point, accidentally destroyed the centre part of the wall, but I was like, fuck it, who cares. Yeah, also brought in some water, but, guess that's good, because, I'm able to climb up, climb back up without using the elytra or placing the water bucket again, So, yeah, just, digging up all the gravel again. Yeah, all very nice, all gonna be useful for draining out the rest of this. Yeah, as you can see, just these last little bits of gravel, But yeah, have to just drain out the final corner. Just gotta swim all the way up here. And yeah, gotta now wall it back off. And then now, gotta, just do the final corner right here, And you've all seen this shit, you all know what it is. As you can see, I also accidentally, destroyed this. So I'm actually cut here to when it's done, because, you already know what the draining of this is. Alright, as you can see here, I am now done with the draining. So before I decided to place down the beacon, which I needed to place down, I actually just wanted to actually flatten out this area, just so that when I start digging, with like Instamine, power, yeah, I just wanted it to start on a flat layer, so, it's just easier for me, so, yeah. Right, as you can see here, completely flattened all this out, and I just decided to put, the stone back in the chest, or at least most of the stone which was in stacks. And this, this is where, I finally decide to fly up and start building the beacon, If it would actually work again, yeah, it's kind of weird like that. So since the beacon, can't fit in the hole because it's circular, I just decided, gonna build it above here. Now, you also may be wondering, random, where did you get the beacon from? And, I actually just borrowed it from my base, the 6th beacon, which I had as part of that sextuple beacon. I'll put it back when I'm done with this, yeah. And also, you later learn in the episode that I'm able to put it back anyways. And, also, this is going to be the first part of, 2-part episode where, second part I do the rest of the digging, but I won't have the beacon for that because, at that point I get so far down that the beacon powers can't actually, reach. Sorry for spoiled, like the rest of the episode for you, but yeah, that's basically what it is. And you can also see that, I also wasn't able to get enough emeralds to actually, do this beacon. Since it's got to be a temporary beacon, I was like, I don't want to just grind for emeralds, I've got iron, I've got gold, I've got diamonds, you got to be using them temporarily anyway, so yeah, just, place it all down, yeah. Right, and actually you only used 2 out of the 6 diamond blocks which I had here, Right, yeah, so just put them back there, put the beacon down, and I give myself haste too, And yeah, this grants me the power to Instamine. So I don't know if you lads can see because it's so dark, but, I'm actually able to Instamine, And I'm not going to talk during this segment, but you're going to watch it all. If you can't see, you can at least I hope you can see my coordinates so you can kind of see the progress of how far I've gone down. And yeah, I think this is all going pretty well. You may also see by this point, this is where the haste, like Instamind powers from the beacon, like isn't really affecting me anymore. That's because like I'm this far down now. So yeah, this might be a lot slower this time, and also in the second episode of this two-part episode which I'm doing. Right, so I think this is where I'm going to stop for now, because, this is the Y level at which Deep Slate starts. So, yeah, I'm probably going to continue this in the next episode, But, yeah, right now, just want to, fly out and, yeah, enjoy the rest of my day. But yeah, I'm going to end off this video here, lads. Hope you all enjoyed. This beacon, I'm going to put back, where it belongs, off camera. And I'm going to get rid of, all the blocks here and put them back in my chest off camera. And yeah, we're going to continue digging next episode. But yeah, see you.